Alrighty. We got Sheltered Pass, game 1 of this lower bracket round 2 game. We got EKA versus WattledPizza, which I previously called Wattled Penguin. Huge shout out to the best tech support in the game. We got Ace9, much appreciated. Also, great games yesterday. I watched the VOD back. Man, that was some competitive back and forth action between the Ace and Borg. So I'm excited to see it. Okay, so I was practicing with Wattled, getting him prepared for just this occasion. Barracks coming out from EKA. Wattled, we saw him previously, not be prepared or as prepared for my raid as I would like him to be, but now he is smartly putting down a barracks preemptively. I'm not even sure he saw. Let's see here. I'm not sure he saw the barracks of. He didn't even scout his opponent's base. He just put down a Egyptian barracks to begin with. Interesting choice, sir. Interesting choice. We'll see if he actually decides to make any spearmen out of them, but for the meantime, yeah, he probably won't even have enough food to make a spearman right away. Take that back. Let's see, he's got a storehouse on the wood, so he's planning to probably go for age 2 quickly into second town center, and the barracks is just something there to stop the Spara bar rush from being too serious. He is dropping some villagers. That's not good. In this matchup, I think Egypt has a pretty good advantage in, I would say like age 2. You get a ton of camel riders. Do some heavy raiding, and the only thing the EKA can do is run around with spearmen, but then in H3 with the new mounted archers and their insane bonus against cavalry, I think the tides of that battle shift, and so EKA crossing the map. Let's see, what does Wattle have to defend this? He has some spearmen to defend this, and of course you saw in that last game like how good he is with the Priestess of Ra and making sure to heal and not to lose any of his units to the oncoming pressure of his opponent, and even just harassing and buying some more time for himself with his scout. Good stuff. Gets these goats too. Ooh, unfortunately he's bringing the goats to this oh no. Oh no. Yeah, doesn't want to lose these spearmen for free. Bringing in the Priestess of Ra in the back, and the Priestess of Ra is going to have to run back, but is being snared by the Sparabara. This is a very costly unit to lose, especially in the early game when you need it so much for empowering, so much for improving your economy and villager production. Not to mention just the healing, the area of effect healing. Oh, this one villager here might get picked off if EKA pays attention, but great micro from Wattle. Like, and even going to the second age ahead of EKA, who's just four food short, but he only has one villager on food, so he's going to be dropping a bunch of villagers right now just to make sure he gets to the second age. Saying that Wattle is microing his heart out and is dropping villagers as well. Just needs to make sure not to lose these spearmen, and then the game in the back of this. Let's see here. EKA, though, he has all of the resources to go and get his second town center as soon as he ages up. Wattled is still a far ways away from doing that. I guess the philosophy, you know, does micro over macro win? What is necessarily better? I would probably agree with the ace that if you pay less attention to your micro and more attention to your macro, you will probably win in the long run. See here, where is Waddled gonna, EKA gonna drop down a second town center? Oh man, this looks like a juicy spot, but he's not. He's dropping it fairly defensively. That's fine. No harm in doing that. Last thing you want is for your second town center to be pushed upon, and EKA has a brother in his second town center timing. Very close. Waddle putting it down next to a very good hunt to secure that second hunt, and see a villager count. 22 villagers to the 21. So the benefit of aging up and not dropping villagers, Egypt is taking that early macro economy. Yeah, I know. It was a juicy spot to put down a TC, but unfortunately did not decide to do that. He is gathering, like putting down a bunch of storehouses for these different hunts. So macroing up really, really good. See, any other production facilities for EKA? No. Still sitting on this one barracks. We saw that second production facility, second barracks coming out for Waddle. Ooh. This gathering hurts me to my soul. Ooh, that is not juicy. Let's see here. One thing that I saw him get in the last game was this new touch of raw. Plus 40% healing rate, plus 40% empower rate. Would love to see him get it again. Early armory coming out from Waddled. We saw him do this as well. Scouts comes in, sees this archer range. So I'm assuming that's why he's bringing in some slingers and some axemen. EKA is taking resources from all across the map. Double archer range coming out. The boom is going to be really, really strong from EKA. Actually, both of these players, their units train extremely quickly. The 9 seconds from the axeman, and also the 9 seconds from the bowman. So very even in terms of like how quickly they can boom. Although of course we know that Persia's army is much stronger than these barracks units, these cheap age 2 barracks units from the Egyptians. Waddle's trying to fix that though with some early armory upgrades though. He's thinking, you know, even though these units aren't necessarily the best, most pop efficient units, if I can beef them up with an early armory, and probably the best armory upgrade in the game, that double combined armor upgrade, that could work. He though is still only on these 2 production facilities without conditioning, even though he has enough resources in the bank to go get conditioning. Maybe he's thinking he's going to go for an early age 3, get up Axeman champion. Oh, look at this. EK booming. He is getting conditioning. He is producing from both of these archery rangers at the same time, and look how low his resources are. Excellent work. And that's going to mean that he's used all of his resources effectively to put it into an army. Although saying that, he is 5 or 10 population down, and Waddle, who scouted this and done a great job scouting, sees this, is going to pick off a villager, going to pick off probably another villager. 2 villagers down, get a villager count here, 42 villagers to the 44. So EK is still a little bit ahead. It's probably due to that empowering bonus that EK was not using. Does not want to lose this army though for free. This is oh no, it's going around the ridge. He's deciding to engage. I think this is a mistake. He's microing onto the bowman, which is good with the slingers, but might not be the best trades in terms of axemen as well. Yeah, there's Sparabara here. There's Spearman here. There's an Asabara, and the army of Waddle melts despite having an armory upgrade. Alright, Waddle's now on the back foot. He is going to H3. I was wondering where his bank went. He is going to H3. It does have some units here to defend this, but the scary Persian army is coming in. Good meat shield, decent amount of bowmen to take out the very squishy axemen. Axemen have like very low pierce armor. H3 is going to be clicked up. I wonder if he's getting any stables. No stables. Knows he just can't engage this yet. Can't afford to engage this. Dropping down a guard tower to help him in the defense. Getting another barracks. Is he going to move out preemptively? No. He's just healing up. Another armory upgrade comes in, and I think that's what EKA is also waiting for. He's waiting for Sparabara Champion to queue up, and that Pierce armor, and then that Pierce damage. Both of them nearly finished. Oh, and I think hopefully Waddle doesn't mistakenly move out. He will see this if EKA decides to push into the back of his base. There's a really great storehouse placement there. Axeman Champion in queue, love it. Just needs to continue to make lots more units. Alright, Waddle sees this. He's moving this army to defend. There's also a small amount of force here, and he's down 40 population. And that's the benefit, I guess, of not... What's wrong? What's going on here? What's going on here? Attack move! Oh no. What? What? I'm so confused. Axeman Champion is in queue, so these guys are getting really good area of effect damage on, and there goes like a large portion of the army of EKA. Look at how the population count falls for EKA. Nearly even for a split second there. There are some straggler units here and there, but for the most part, Waddle looks like he's defending that quite well. I'm sure that's a combination of like Axeman Champion coming in at the perfect time and also having a small army upgrade advantage. Oh, did my music stop? That's strange. Game video just saying Egypt. I like this. He's walling his own wood villagers in with his houses. Really cool. I don't think I've ever seen this before. That being said, 160 of 160 pop. EK is taking the resources from the middle of the map as well. Even put up a forward 8 tent spot. Waddle's going to see this. And I'm not going to lie, Axemen aren't necessarily the best against Asabara. And that's why I guess he's queuing in some Spearman Champion. One thing always to be wary of is, you know, this isn't the full army for EKA. The full army of EKA is right here. It's putting pressure on the second TC of Waddle.
Glory to the Empire!
Chenya, thank you for the subscription. He's putting on really solid pressure to the second TC, though there are no real villagers here to harass except for these ones here. There's 12 villagers. No! See villager count 60 villagers to 65, and that villager advantage is just evaporating. Down to 53. 12 villagers gone in a heartbeat. These 22 slingers, non-champion, are just trying to do work on the Asabara. This is a costly trade, unfortunately, for EKA, who's losing a lot of these Asabara for free. But Waddle is moving out because he needs to defend the second town center spot. He's gonna lose it looks like, and Waddle might sacrifice. Oh no, he's not. Okay, smartly not sacrificing his whole entire army just to get this second TC down. But for a second there, I was worried that he was going to do that. And in fact, even down in population, Waddled is pushing EKA back. Wow. You don't see that every day. Okay, so the Touch of Ra is coming out. Still down 20 population. Let's see the villager count. 51. So he's picked off even more villagers. Oh no, this is very exposed gold here for Waddled. 61 villagers to the 53. Doesn't look like Waddle's getting any more villagers, and instead EKA has actually got up a market line. Really good market line in the back of his base here, going all the way to this eventual new third town center. Waddle sees this. He's going to drop off his resources and get the heck out of there before the raiding party comes in of EKA. This ragtag group of units here, beefed up on these strong armory upgrades. But I think, yeah, doesn't look like that much gold is left. Where's he gathering gold from? The back of his base. There's some gold over here. I'm not sure if he's scouted down here. There might be some gold over there, but yeah, it looks like he's going to be struggling a little bit for gold for the time being. And in the meantime, this is a very scary age 3 army. And as soon as, maybe he waits for 180 population. Maybe that's the plan. Because he is floating a ton of resources. Just queuing up all of these upgrades. Really good stuff. Ooh. That's what he was waiting for. He was waiting for the siege. He's waiting for the game enders. Nice smart wall by Waddle. But again, moving out. I thought he was going to move out with this whole army to defend against that raid. Oh no, and it looks like they're going to be crossing paths. This town center was healed up, so that's good. And Waddle's going to see this army of EKA, and it's strong, and it's mean, and is ready to take out his second TC. But Waddle is here, 149 population. Should easily be able to take this army. Lots of slingers in the back, lots of DPS from the Axeman champion. I'd love to see him do some kiting though. He's got plenty of bowmen to kite with. Also surprised that he's not raiding with these Asabar in the back here. But let's see. He has now these 2 rams, nearly up to 180 of 180 pop. But Waddle's going to push him. Waddle's out of position. In saying that though, there are some really good walls here. Just desperately trying to put up this wall before the army of Waddle can waddle into his base. Sorry I had to do it. But EKA here has definitely the stronger composition in terms of taking down buildings and doing real economic damage. So this is a base trade situation going on here. The battering ram is looking a little bit, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to attack. In the meantime, Waddle's going to try to go into the market line of EKA. Not sure how well that will work, because there goes his second TC down to 140 pop. So now he can't even build anything. All of his production facilities are going down, and his 24 houses are sitting right here. In the meantime, the Desperate Fortress of EKA has gone down. And while he's doing some good damage, he sees the other Desperate Fortress coming out. He might be able to stop that. He is stopping the caravan line, that's for sure. But the rams here are what's going to be the nail biter. The real final blow to Waddle and his economy. He can't produce any units at home to defend this, so he's trying to put up some guard towers with his 23 villagers here. Oh man. In the meantime, oh, there goes the TC, the timer for Waddle is on. He still has a huge army, obviously, in the base of EKA, who also can't really do much to build much production, but lots of villagers being killed, 47 villagers to the 26, but yeah, at the end of the day, everything's going to be cleaned up by these battering rams. The population falls. And Waddle's just trying to do as much damage as possible. He might even be able to take out the main TC of EKA, a true base trade situation. But in the end, I think the Rams came clutch for EKA. You don't see that often. You don't see Rams being utilized as effectively as this, but whenever you do see it, it's a sight to behold. Well played for both players.